Getting back.
So you actually you practice what you preach.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think that was, we're both entrepreneurial, we're both business people, we're both passionate about fitness, and we thought, well, hell, it'd be good to say you've done something like that once. So we ticked it off the bucket list, and we probably never do it again. Now with kids and family, I'd be shot if I think I tried to suggest doing another one.
Yeah, I think I'd come under enormous stress as well.
Yeah. So now the full-time focus really for me is I think growing the business, growing the team, like I said, growing the client base, but we don't grow it rapidly. I turn clients away that aren't the right fit. Either whatever our service is, we might not need to be able to offer them what they want, and we have others in the network that we'll send them to, and then from the health and wellbeing side, that's right, we'll go back to that. You build up strong enough relationships with people that you can have pretty open and frank discussions with someone. And yeah, sometimes I think the biggest one for me is having a conversation around stress and workload and family. So I'll happily tell someone that, I'm obviously see how much they're working, especially if they're doing insurance applications and stuff. How many hours are you working in a week? Oh, probably 60 or 70. And they kind of wink and you're like, right, okay.
So what's that mean?
Well, they're probably doing 100 hours a week.
Okay.
So once you build up a good relationship with someone, you can sort of have those conversations. And most definitely, it's not everyone. I mean, I wouldn't say every single client I'm telling them to cut down the booze and to, get into the gym. But it's more, I think, once you get to that point in the relationship and you can say, geez, I noticed you're still working a lot. Like, how's the stress at the moment? How's everything at home? And you can have those conversations because you've got that almost friendship with a lot of the clients as well.
So do you really think there's a way of telling if someone's working too much?
I don't think I can ever tell them. I just try to have the conversation with them about the sort of workload and just say, look, geez, you sort of seem to be working. I'm getting emails from you at 2:00 in the morning. You're just super busy at the moment. Geez, do you reckon this will continue? How's work going? How's business going at the moment? And you just start to have conversations kind of like this, and they'll say, oh, it's been manic. I've been working 70 hours a week for the last 6 months, and I don't think it's going to get any better. And you can start, when you see them frequently enough, which is what I do. I see most of my clients pretty regularly.
Yeah.
You can tell. You can see when someone's had a decline, or you can see when someone's more stressed than when you saw them last time.
So do you, I personally, I think I feel when I'm tired.
Yeah.
Right? I feel when I think I'm burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah.
And for me, that just takes a bit of a reset, maybe a couple of extra earlier nights, chill out and doing something. Don't work or don't watch Netflix or whatever I do to make sure I start to pin the bed a bit earlier. And I think I can feel it. But do you think everyone has that ability?
Nah, because I think some people don't understand what feeling good feels like until they actually feel good. So they've been running at such a high level for so long, or they've been tired for so long, or they've been eating badly for so long that, I've had a headache for the last 4 days, but, that's normal. Well, no, it's not normal.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what normal should feel like. So I think you've got the ability because, through your own self-awareness, perhaps through the training, right, that you can listen to your body and you feel your body, you know how to reset. But you'd be surprised how many people don't. They just figure, I'll push through. But the body can't push through. The body needs that downtime. It needs that reset. It needs proper refueling. But not everyone's aware of that. It's really scary how many people aren't aware of that.
So are you a big sleep person? Have you done research to know that I need this amount of sleep, or is it just a feeling?
Look, I mean, the numbers say that 7 hours is now the required amount. It used to be 8, seems to have come down to 7. I think it's a physical thing as well. Like you said, I think you can feel, I know that yesterday I was really tired because I only got about 5 hours sleep the night before because the little one was up. So I didn't train. I was like, well, if I train, it's just dangerous. What's the point?
Be more tired.
I'll be more tired. I'll probably injure myself. There's no point. So I think people can handle variations of the amounts of sleep they can have. If some people can survive on 6 pretty fine. Some people need 8, or they're just awful to be around. But the magical number is 7. But I think it's, again, everything accumulates and compounds, right? It's just like, investing it. Everything compounds over time. And if you lose an hour every night over the week, well, then you've lost 7 hours sleep. That's a whole night you've lost. You do that for a month or 2 months or 3 months.
Yep.
You start tallying up how many days you've lost in sleep, and how much time that means the body's not had to rest and recover. And it's pretty scary.
Yeah, it's no doubt. I think that's the fear. I think I was at like a 5 hour, and then I was like, through school, through everything, it was really minimal. My old man sleeps very minimal too.
Generation difference.
And I'm like, maybe it's just me. So I've tried, since coming back from Japan, I've tried to sleep. I'm going for 7 hours. That's what I've been. And I think I feel better, I think. So it's about a month now. But it's just the way of feeling. I think you need to be aware of how your body feels. And yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe not many people actually figure that out. I don't know. I think I listen to myself enough to go, or know when I might need to sleep in. As simple as that.
Yeah, one of the scariest expressions I know people use a lot is "she'll be right," and it's so damn dangerous because they'll say, "I'm really tired. I'm feeling a bit run down, but she'll be right," and it's like, nah, it won't be right if you got to listen. Yeah, you got to listen. And just from a perspective of, yes, physically your body needs to rest and recover, right? But obviously just from how good's the quality of work you're putting out? If you're, got brain fog and you're not thinking straight, how good is your attention span with your kids or with your partner if you're not really there because you're kind of half out of it? It's the flow and effects into everything else in life. And then people still go and train. I must train because, I know I must be healthy and fit, but I've only had 4 hours sleep the last 3 nights, but let's go run, 10Ks.
Yeah, I definitely, and I think anyone on whatever level, whether it's having kids or just being up late, to get that feeling. And yeah, you're right. I function far better when I work out, and don't hide, I train to eat. So I love it, eating all sorts of food.
Crickets.
Some of it good. Crickets, low sugar, Atkins diet, chocolate, whatever is in front of me. But I do train to eat.
Yeah.
But I feel so much better, mentally stronger when I do I do CrossFit, or now Soul 365. Yeah, Soul's 365. And to me, that's all at like 20 minutes or 30 minute, that's probably the workout time.
Yeah.
And automatically I feel a lot better. And I think I worry the guys up here, if I've been worked out, they can tell because I'm way more hypo.
If that's possible.
No, it is.
There, finally, see, I'm getting nods.
Yeah, no, it is. But mentally, I feel far stronger and a lot to deal with anything that gets thrown at you. Literally overnight, we're getting our shelves cleaned out by people buying toilet paper because of the panic of the coronavirus. If there wasn't all that panic, it'd be fine. But then you have to deal with that situation, and it could be anything. You've said you might not be able to sleep at night with kids. Anything can happen to you that you need to be able to regulate yourself to go, I'm actually in the best possible condition to handle it. And trust me, I have plenty of bad possible, maybe drinking wines or whatever on the weekends or whatever I'm drinking at the time. Sort of, doesn't make up for that. But if I train Monday, then it's all forgotten in my terminology. It's pretty simple. No?
And I think you make a good point about dealing with situations as well. Like if you're run down and you're tired, you're not going to deal with a situation like that, where someone's coming in and clearing out your shelves of, hand sanitizer because they're worried that they should be bathing in the stuff because of coronavirus. Idiots. You're going to snap. People will snap, and there's a level of acceptable and unacceptable, and that's in any field, right? Like I could be the same. Client could do or say something, or probably more so a product provider rings you and says this hasn't happened, and I just go absolutely off my face at them. But it's like, well, hang on, is that because I'm just not dealing with this right because I'm not in the right frame of mind right now?